Welcome everyone to another episode of Morning Wong Chat. We have Meg Turney on the show today, and she's amazing. She's fun, so I'm gonna bring her on the show. Hello, Meg.
Yay!
Yay!
Hi! Hello!
This took me a while too, figuring out, making sure everything's working, and now it's a little bit smoother. But I just have a very, very old computer, so I'm in the process of getting a better one.
I feel
Yeah.
that. I've been a Twitch partner at least, or a streamer, a hobby streamer for coming up on 4 years now, and I still
Ooh,
have problems all the time.
it's
Like,
it's like
literally named my Twitch chat the dumpster fire because of it.
don't know why it's a constant thing. Did you ever actually get the figure?
No, I didn't get it. I wanna get it. The little,
Ooh,
like, cutesy dumpster fire from
yeah,
Comic-Con. Yeah, it's so cute.
but
FPS is
no, the
not my bread and butter, but Valorant is one that everybody was so excited about, and
it's
I'm
hype.
just still excited about Dead by Daylight. That game's so old, but I'm just, like, obsessed with it right now, so oh my god, PAX East, it was, like, the best day of my life when this guy who was there, was, like, my liaison for the company I was there for, was like, "Hey, do you want me to introduce you to the Dead by Daylight people?" And I was just like,
Yes,
"Hi,
please.
it's so nice to meet you."
That's good, man. Like having a game that you really enjoy is like it's so hard to find these days.
It is, and honestly, like, I've gone from Dead by Daylight, I went to PUBG, and then back to Dead by Daylight. I find, like, for me now, when I get into a game, I get, like, really into it, or
Mhm,
I don't play it at all. Like, I very rarely casually play games anymore. I've never really been into, CSGO in particular, just not really
mhm.
good, like, I'm not good with and, like, Siege, I think, has the same thing, where the maps are so small, you're like,
Mhm.
there's no like PUBG, you've got time to think
Oh
about what
yeah.
you're doing, and like
Mhm.
as the map's coming in, you're like, I'm gonna be here, and there's a lot of strategy. I feel like Siege is like you need to know that that wall is destructible, and we're running and gunning, and it's like go go go. And I feel
Mhm.
Overwatch is the same way, and I'm just not very good at those games.
The
It's a
problem is
diff-
that it's hard to build up hype for a game that's been out.
It's exactly right. I feel like it's exactly what PUBG is going through right now as well. They brought on like a
Mhm.
new, I don't even know what his title is, but like basically like a new guy to like infuse excitement into the game. And but I will say that I felt the same way about that for Siege. I felt like Siege fell off right after it came out. Everyone was really hyped. Then it kind of
Mhm.
fell off, and then it came just roaring back. You have, full esports leagues that are based off of it, and it's more popular now than I feel like ever. So
I think it really
come back.
depends on like if there is tournament. I think that's what's gonna hype it up again
That's the
for
thing that I
anything.
think really holds Dead by Daylight back is it's incredibly difficult to make an esport. It would be I
Mhm.
have my ideas on how I would do it, but I think they haven't really taken advantage of it in like a competitive nature and or in a
Uh-huh.
competitive way. And I think that's what holds it back from real mainstream popularity.
I had a shoutcast, well, not shoutcast, she was an analyst. She did hosting. She did a little bit of shoutcast, I guess, for like as esports in esport world. But yeah, there's so much to it too. There's so
It's
much
really,
homework.
really fun. It's so much homework. It's a lot of behind the scenes, like people gathering stats for you and throwing them to you. I've gotten to shoutcast PUBG just a couple of times, but both times it's been so much fun and it's really exciting. I love games that you get to be hype about. Like, and I love that's one of the things I love about Siege is it has such a great shoutcasting community around it. So
Hmm.
they're excited, they're interesting to listen to, and you're learning at the same time. So I love that.
So are you streaming more now?
Yeah, actually, I was telling Jess about this morning. I was streaming more, I think, before the entire quarantine happened, but
Uh huh.
now that Gavin is home all the time, I'm, like, hanging out with Gavin a lot. Just, like, he's never home, so he's home all the time now, so we've been doing, like, little activities and
Hmm.
hanging out together, and I think it's definitely my streaming has taken a hit
My
than
housemate
it
were
was.
saying that he was using a Phantom to do stream for one of them.
Yeah, it was funny. People were really shitty about it. They were like, "Oh, it's being such a jackass using the Phantom," but it was actually it was like, A,
Uh
it's a
huh.
camera he already owns, and B, it was
Also,
actually the easiest way because he doesn't have
it's
streaming
hilarious.
equipment. It was just
Yeah,
a camera he already has.
I haven't seen it yet, but
So, yeah, I don't think he's using it anymore, but,
it's
um
hilarious like, as a concept.
yeah, it was really funny, but people were just like very uppity about it, which is so weird. It's funny, actually, this is not my stream cam. I had to set up just one of my webcams for
Hmm.
this basically because of the way I
It's a
have my
mess.
stupid
Change.
two
Yeah, I know.
computer
I know.
setup.
Yep. I know.
But I use a DSLR because we have for my actual stream because that's what we have. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
oh, well, that's such a pain in the ass. And it's like, but we already had like what I'm supposed to
Yep.
buy something else? Like
Because like you guys are both like crazy content creators, and you
yeah,
both like spend lots of time doing stuff outside of home. I bet there were some months that I've seen you more than you have seen Gavin because you're just working.
absolutely.
But then that means like when you guys are together, it's even more precious. Those moments
It's
are more.
like when we're together, it's more like I was saying with this quarantine, right? Like there's so many things I want to do, like stream. I'm like, oh my God, I love streaming. It's so much fun. But Gavin's here. So like it's almost like, like I have to like drop everything. And it's not that like he wouldn't be supportive. We're both so supportive of one another's
Oh yeah.
content creation. It's just like, oh my God, I never get this chance. So like let's do this puzzle I got 3 years ago that we never did. Like this is my chance to do all the
Hmm, hmm.
activities that I've bought
Yeah.
over the years.
It's hard to understand too because it's hard to find people who understand what we do.
100%. I've definitely been in relationships on both sides where either he didn't understand what I did or I didn't understand what he did. And you just have to have that. There's just so many things that come with
Mhm.
it that
And yeah, like it's
you
neither
have to have.
person's fault exactly. It's more like that's the mismatch that doesn't happen. That doesn't work.
Yeah. It's just it either works or it doesn't. Exactly. Where
Yeah.
like I completely understand that there are people out there who cannot be like without seeing each other. They can't go like a day without seeing each other, but that's just not how we are. And it's good
Hmm.
because both of us are like that. If one of us was like that and the other one wasn't, that would be really hard. That would be
Yeah.
impossible. But
Okay.
yeah, it works for us for sure. You asked like, should you only date content creators? It's so hit or miss, right? Because
Mm.
it's sometimes like it's not easy, even though we're both really supportive of one another and understanding of what we do. It's still really hard. Like when
Hmm.
he was filming, he filmed in LA for his first season of the Super Slow Show. And he was gone for like a full month. And I got to
Mm.
see him once for like awake hours for like 6 hours. That's just like what you get. That's just how it is. So it's not easy. So and if
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to deal with that, I wouldn't recommend it for sure.
You're working on a book right now, right?
I am. It's we shot it in September of last year and not sure when it comes out now, especially now everything's
Mm.
like closed. Can't even like discuss paper prices or anything. But yeah, it'll be out soon. Really
Are
excited.
people able to pre-order yet, or
No pre-order
because
until
we
I
don't know
have
yet?
a release date. Yeah, I could do pre-orders now, but I want to
But it's kind of scary, right? You don't know the
yeah,
price, you don't know
you
the
don't know the
time,
price of the release date or any of that stuff, and
and
we
people are gonna get
picked the
mad.
yeah, exactly. So
There's
that's
always
the
one
thing. People
person gonna
now
be
are
super
like,
mad.
"Why can't I just pre-order?" And it's like, because you'll get angry, because you'll get
Yeah,
pissed off when it's
I'm
not
not
here in a
taking your
month.
money. You should be happy that I'm like,
Yeah.
take your money and put
Um,
it somewhere.
exactly. We
Yeah.
picked the cover though, so that was exciting. And Wes Ellis is doing the whole layout. He shot it as well, so he's getting to like lay it all out, and it'll be really cool. It's a very like
I'm excited.
retro vibe. It's
Oh,
all like
his
60s and
retro
70s.
vibe is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's so good. It was
Huh.
so much fun. So shooting it was like a whirlwind. It was nutty, but it was really cool.
Now you're doing more OnlyFans stuff too, but also in Patreon, but everything in general. How do you deal with like people stealing content? It
It
sucks.
sucks.
It's weird because
OnlyFans
I
is
have to like there are a few times that I have to download like illegally download my own content to see if it's really my photo. It was just really strange. Like I'm pirating myself. Like,
yeah,
what a
pirating my
time.
own stuff.
Yeah,
Honestly, OnlyFans is cool because they have a DMCA
I heard.
service,
Uh-huh.
which is cool. But when you think about things in terms of like the book, right? Like
Mm,
huge worry because obviously people are going to try and upload it. Unfortunately, it seems like the avenue that I've been recommended to take, which I haven't done anything yet, but at this point it's looking like retaining a law firm is probably the best idea.
mm.
There are like law firms that specialize in finding your content and cease and desisting and pursuing it further if they need to. Which sucks. I wish I didn't have to do this shit.
I
Like
know.
I don't want to I don't want to spend any of my time dealing with this shit or my money.
But this
But
is why we
y'all
can't have nice
motherfuckers
things.
can't be cool. Yeah, exactly. Dude, before
Like
I started my Patreon, I tried to be like, hey, let's all be cool and all be cool. And then immediately y'all weren't cool. So now I'm not cool.
this is why we
If
can have
my
nice
shit
things.
didn't get pirated immediately, I would do a lot more risque stuff. But
Yeah,
it gets leaked immediately. So it's just
immediately.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it sucks.
Everyone, thank you for watching. I had a great time, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.